And now this, preserving history is important. And in this week's Wins for Kansas, KAKE's Jim Grimes introduces us to a local nonprofit that's trying to save the history of Americans who attended schools overseas.
After World War II, millions of Americans attended school overseas. Schools started to close down. A lot of history was lost. That's when Dr. Tom Drysdale stepped in and founded the American Overseas School Historical Society.
As the Cold War ended, they were throwing memorabilia away when the bases closed and therefore the schools.
Monica Tiller is the group's executive director. She says seeing the need to keep some of the memorabilia, the group saved all kinds of items.
We're the only organization worldwide that preserves this memorabilia from American schools overseas, not only Department of Defense, but also civilian American schools, missions, any school overseas that has closed their doors. Everything comes to our archive.
In 1997, the organization decided to make Wichita its new home, with plans to eventually open a national museum. To help them in their efforts, our partners, DeVaughn James Injury Lawyers, are joining KAKE News as this week's Wins for Kansas.
The DeVaughn James Injury Lawyers here with Monica Tiller of the American Overseas Schools Historical Society that do a fantastic job preserving the history of our military's children who attend school overseas. Thank you for your great work.
Thank you, Mr. DeVaughn, and thank you, Mr. James and Mr. Grimes and KAKE News for helping support the American Overseas Schools Historical Society.
Jim Grimes, KAKE News.